What's up guys, Joel here with Punisher's Paintball, and today we've got another product highlight. This is coming from Infamous Paintball, and we've got the new Infamous Reflex Sport Harness. We've got here in a few different colors, and we're here to talk about the differences between this and the regular Reflex Harness. So if you guys like this video, please like and subscribe, and we'll see you guys after the intro.
I'm so free.
Okay guys, so here we are. This is Infamous's new go at a minimalist pack. I'm really excited about this. This is kind of like a new thing for Infamous. These pod packs are offered in 3 different colors. So as you guys can see here, the gray python, we've got the olive, and then just the regular black here. I saw Infamous wearing these at NXL Chicago. I think Callie Rudolph was one of the guys that was like really advocating for it on social media and all that stuff. And so we just got these in, and we're going to take a look at them. These retail for $119.95, so they are a little bit more expensive than just the regular Reflex harness here. We do also have all of those colors back in stock here at Punishers. Let's see what this thing's all about. So first thing that I'd like to notice is that it's much more minimalist compared to the Reflex harness. The slots right here are going to be the just regular stretchy material, whereas like with the Reflex harness, you've obviously got like fixed slots here. That is nice for those people that are really trying to stay as minimal as possible. Obviously, like I think what they're trying to get at is something like the Carbon SC harness. It's going to be a 4+7. You've got 4 main slots here, and then you've got 7 other slots here. So it fits a total of 11 pods. Most people like the Reflex harness because of the fact that it doesn't bounce. It does have a total of, I think it's 6 straps. So let's count here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then your main belt, 5. So as you guys can see there, it's a total of 6, so 3 on each side. That's really nice. The back portion here, this padding, is relatively comfortable. And the idea behind the Reflex harness is that it's not supposed to bounce when you've got a lot of pods. So we're going to test that here once I throw it on. I will say this, with the regular Reflex harness, I did try and wear one time, and I'm about a size 42 waist around the belly, and it did not fit me. Well, it was very, very tight. I had to really yank on it. So I will be curious once we go out into the main store area to try this on, just so I've got a little bit more room. But that was one of my biggest problems with this, was that it's not really big guy friendly. But besides the fact that it's not big guy friendly, I really do think that this is a nice pod pack. A few things that I did notice is that you've got the 3 here on this side. Your main belt is going to be stretchy. And it is going to be different compared to the other portion here. So your 2 outside belts are going to be the same attachment place. That's one of my biggest quirks with the Carbon CC harness that I personally wear, is that I feel that because the location of the belts are different, it does allow for the harness to flop. But the reason for these 2 extra outside belts is the idea that it should not flop. And now you've got a more minimalist design for those players that are looking for something that's going to be a little bit more lightweight and a little bit lower profile. So I will say, when you compare it to the Reflex harness here, let me set this stuff over here. So when you compare it to the Reflex harness, as you guys can tell, it does make a big difference. Like the Reflex harness does stand up quite a bit. Obviously, when you've got pods in there, it's not really going to matter. But one thing that I do like about like the Carbon SC harness and this pod pack is the fact that when you're putting in your pot or your gear bag at the end of the day, it is very minimalist, which is really nice. It is not offering a 5+8. I think that's unfortunate because, like, for me, I like having the ability to carry more than 11 pods if I want to. Obviously, that's not going to happen a lot. So maybe at some point they'll release a 5+8 option. I don't think Infamous has actually ever released a 5+8 option. Like the Reflex harness, they don't offer that. So it would be kind of cool to see that. Otherwise, guys, quality and everything else like that seems pretty good. Your only other thing that I'd like to mention is that there is a lot of wasted space here on the belt, and this main portion right here, just seems like it's really like stiff, and I'm not sure if that's to create more lumbar support, but I do know, like with the SC harness or Carbon's packs or a lot of other packs, that it has more flexibility. Like the HK Army Eject pack, for example, there's a lot more flexibility in this. This is like a firm plate on the back. Obviously, when I put it on my back, it's going to contour to me, and obviously with a little bit more wear, you know, that's going to help and everything else like that. Would I like to see this toned down quite a bit? Yes. I think Infamous probably could have cut off a little bit on the top, a little bit on the bottom, as well as cutting off this extra side right here and this extra side right here. It's all wasted space. It is like Velcro, so if you want to put a patch there to identify it as yours or whatever, you do have that option. But unless it's there for the design, my only thought is that it's there for the design of the fact that it's that anti-bounce, anti-flop material, or anti-flop design, I should say. That's my only thought, is that they made it a little bit wider so that when you're running and you really got tying down tight, you're not going to have issues with it flopping. That's really my only thought there with why they made it wider like that. It's the same way on this Reflex harness, and you know, like the padding, the lumbar support, and all that stuff is the same with the regular Reflex harness. So there you guys have it. That's kind of like the overview of the Infamous Reflex Sport Harness. Overall, guys, I think that this is definitely a good contender for the Carbon SC harness, which has kind of had like its heyday. The SC harness is a little bit more expensive. I like the fact that Infamous is trying to attack a specific market, which I think is desired. Obviously, the SC harness does very well. We sell quite a bit of that. Everything is going more towards a minimal design. The regular Reflex harness was not that. So I think that this is a good attempt at that. And I'm kind of excited, honestly, to try this on and see what it's all about. So we're going to head out to the main store area. I'm going to throw this on to give you guys an idea on how comfortable it is. Maybe throw some pods on my back, see if it bounces around and all that stuff. So stay tuned, and we'll see you out there. All right, guys, so we're out front here at the store, and we've got the Reflex Sport Harness. We're going to give it a shot here. I've got some paint here. I believe it's nine total pods. It's not 11, but at 9, most of the time, you're obviously going to potentially experience some flop with your pod pack, or some bouncing when you're moving around. So first thing that I'm curious to figure out is whether or not this pod pack is going to be big enough for big guys. Yeah, so actually this does fit, guys, as you can tell there. That's the main belt. Now I'm going to take the other two here, and that's actually not bad. Your last two belts to tighten this up. These by far are the most, they give the most. Overall, guys, from a comfort perspective, pretty good, I would say. I would say that the back plate here that I was talking about, that seems to contour well to my back. So no issues there as far as comfort level. I actually like the firmness a little bit more than, say, the SC harness. So without further ado, we're gonna put some paint on the back here. Okay, guys, just to make it a little bit easier for the video, I took it off just to put them on. One thing that I will say is that it's very easy to slide those in. Definitely doesn't seem like those pods are going to fall out, which is nice.
I think that's one thing, like with the Carbon packs, when you're first putting pods in that first couple times, they're very, very difficult.
Exactly. Yep, that's exactly, I guess, what I was trying to say. Thank you for that. So yeah, they slide in really easily. One thing that I noticed is that this is not tapered, which is kind of interesting. It is the same size where like the Carbon packs are tapered, but overall I actually like how easy it is to slide these pods into place.
Do you think they're going to stretch?
I think that they might stretch a little bit, obviously. I don't think that they're going to stretch to a point where like it's going to be a problem. Obviously, when you're spending this money on a pod pack, you don't want to like not be able to wear it after so long because your pods are falling out. All right, so there you guys have it. That is a total of 9 pods on this, and I am going to throw it on. Bear with me here because it is going to be, obviously I gotta undo these outer belts here. Okay, so outer belts are The back guys understand my struggle right now. Okay, so it definitely stretches a lot when I've got weight. So it does fit me. Wow, I actually like this. Okay. Let's take a walk around here. So, we're gonna walk outside real quick here, guys. You guys can see that I just laid some new rock here. All right.
How bouncy does this feel?
It doesn't feel bouncy at all. This might be not my new pod pack, actually. As you guys can see, so like when I have 9 pods that are on my CC harness, it would already be flopping, and this is not flopping. So, and obviously, like the paint's not all the way full. Guys, this is a really nice pod pack. It feels comfortable on the back is the other thing, and usually by now I'd be sagging a little bit.
Oh, for sure.
Harness.
Yeah.
So we don't have that.
Well, and there's always like a little bit of like a lip too. So like this is still really flush to your back.
Yeah, so that's the thing with my CC harness, and that's what I was talking about with the Reflex harness, Kenty, was the fact that this has like 3 total straps on each side, and 2 of the belts generate from the same spot, these outer belts, where the main belt generates from the inside. With the carbon pack, the CC harness, they generate from different spots, and I think that's what causes the flop. The SC harness doesn't do that, but I will say, compared to at least the CC harness, I'm not sure about the SC harness from Carbon, which is, this would be, you know, most competitive to that, but this does not flop, which is really nice. So overall, guys, super impressed with this pod pack. It is a really good price point at $119.95. It's offering 3 different options, and you know, if you guys are interested in it, head on over to Punishers. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys next time.